Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Horny Creek. My name is Mark. With me, as always, is my wife, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It is November 1st, 2000. It's cold.
It is.
I'm shivering.
You weirdo. You are kind of cold, though.
I am. I know. Just like Joey is in this episode. Carol, do you feel like you're in a family way?
What the fuck? No, it better not be. Jesus. What are you doing?
That's the name of the episode, A Family Way. A very old-fashioned way to say, spoilers, someone's pregnant.
Who could it be?
Who could it be now? But, yeah, what did you think of this episode?
I think it's a really good, interesting episode. I think we had a lot of good stuff happening.
I think it's one of those, it's weird because it's like, Dawson's Creek really doesn't do like very special episodes, but it almost kind of feels like that.
Right.
And it was definitely a headier episode. It's about things. It's a deeper episode than just like we're going to the dance.
Yeah, they don't
High school matters.
They don't really do too many we're going to the dance episodes anymore.
No, they don't.
So, where do we want to start, my love?
I don't know. We can start at the beginning if you want. Or, I don't know. The dealer's choice. You want to go chronologically? You want to go storyline by storyline?
Well, I always want to go storyline by storyline. I just want to know which storyline you want to start with.
Well, let's do Jack's then, because it's the smallest.
Okay. So,
unlike Jack's penis, which is not the smallest.
How would you know?
I've heard.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
I see.
I saw Kerr Smith in the locker room. We go to the same gym.
Sure. So Andy is being her typical controlling self and has signed Jack up to coach a soccer league with her.
Yeah, football if you're European.
Right. I don't understand. Why does he just let her control everything and run his life? I don't get it.
Jack, you're so good with kids. And working with these kids, it's going to help you because, you can't play football anymore and stuff. It's, it's competitive spirit and everything. And he's like, sure, Andy. And she's like, and it looks good on a college transcript.
And
that's why I don't care about these kids.
But, she's already, done her college thing. All her applications are in, her interviews are done. So why would she care? She's only doing it, I guess, for him.
Who knows? I know. I think she's one of those, overkill people. She's one of those, I have 100% in the class and I'm going to do all the extra credit so that I have 112% in the class or whatever. She's one of those people.
Yeah.
She's doing every extracurricular she can think of that she can fit into her schedule just to be as impressive as possible.
She's a freak.
The admission person at Harvard's gonna look through all the stuff and then be like, I don't know, I'm on the phone. Soccer coach.
So they're coaching this I keep wanting to say little league, but it's not a little.
I think they call it Pee Wee. I believe is what they called it.
I don't know, some young kid soccer thing.
Their young kid soccer thing. Well, how old do you think these kids are supposed to be? 6?
I was thinking
7?
10.
Oh, really? They looked small.
8? Definitely not 6 or 7.
All right, we'll say 8.
Okay.
They're 8 now. Canonically, they're 8 because we said it.
So
you didn't know that Stephen Miner and Kevin Williamson gave us canon powers.
Of course.
Oh, just like canonically, Jason Voorhees exists in this universe.
You're so weird.
Go ahead.
All right, so now you derailed me. There's a creepy old woman.
Oh my God! What the fuck? What are you, 14? There's a creepy old woman. She's 28.
A 28-year-old woman is hitting on Jack. That's creepy.
I mean, kind of, yes, because she comes up to him and she's like, I'm what's her name? I'm
What's her name? That's fantastic. You should be writing the screenplays.
She goes, the kid you singled out because she doesn't talk or whatever. I'm her older sister. And she's like, that would my mom had me when she was 21 and her when she was 40. So that makes me 28, she says. Mm-hmm. So wait a second then. So she's 7. We figured it out.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, because if her mom had her when she was 21 and now she's 28, that means her mom is 48. She's 8 then. She had the little girl when she was 40, she said. So the kid is 8, the mom's 48.
Okay.
You
so
get
then
it?
I was right.
I guess the kid's 8 years old.
All right.
We were canonically correct.
Anyway.
So anyway, she's like, so that makes me 28. And he's like, oh, great. And she's like, and that would make you how old? Like, she can tell he's, like, close to jailbait.
Right. And he's like, I'm 18. She's like, oh, perfect. I mean, and he's trying
She's got a bottle of KY jelly and, like,
right?
Some anti-aging serum or something like that. Like one of those makeup things.
And he's trying.
That's perfect.
He is trying to tell her.
I'm Stifler's older sister.
Dear God.
So she wouldn't be a MILF because she's not a mom like we get from that movie. So she would be what? A SILF?
A sylph.
Sister.
But she's not a sylph. She's just creepy and aggressive weird.
I don't know if they purposely cast not that the actress is not. No
she's
offense
fine looking.
Like the actress, but she's not hot.
She's fine looking. But I just think it's bizarre for a 28-year-old woman to be hitting on the 18-year-old soccer coach.
It is weird. The writers on this show really seem to think that older women really lust after younger guys all the time.
Right? Like, cougars are definitely in their life for some reason.
Cougars? What's that mean?
Like, older women who want to have sex with younger men.
Ooh.
It's a thing.
That's a good one. I like that. Cougar.
You're so weird.
Anyway, so he can't figure out how to say no to her.
I mean,
just say, I'm not interested, or I have a girlfriend.
Well, he's stammering about it because I don't think he likes lying or whatever. And she's like, oh, what, are you shy? And he's like, yes, and she won't let him, like, say what else.
That's true. They do the thing I hate in TV shows where a character will start to talk and say something, and the other character, like, to explain the situation, and the other character cuts them off and is, like, doesn't let them talk or explain. I hate that.
Yeah. So then he's lamenting to Andy about it later. What?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. You looked at me like...
I'm nodding at you.
Startled. And she's like, oh, just tell her you're gay. And he's like, oh, no, that doesn't go over well when you're working with kids. Which he's right. It sucks. That shouldn't be the way it is, but that is how it is. And she's like, oh, it'll be fine. So the lady won't take no for an answer. Like, he even said to Andy, she was close to, like, putting her hands down his pants. Mm-hmm. And the next day she's, like, not listening. So finally he's like, look, I'm gay. Her reaction was so weird.
Yeah. A weird lie.
She's like,
oh, you didn't think I was, like, trying to, oh, no, because I totally knew that.
Like, are you embarrassed that your gaydar is broken? What's the problem?
And then apparently she goes gossiping about it to all the other fucking parents.
Right? Oh, the 18-year-old I was trying to fuck said no because he's gay.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's how the conversation went. Anyway.
Yeah.
So a bunch of the kids don't want to come to practice.
What a villain. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that episode of 90210 where the one guy is coaching the basketball team and they find out he's gay and like they're like, oh, we don't want to play then.
So stupid. So yeah, the one little girl who is the little sister of the creepy woman is like the only person showing up now. So he's like, we're gonna play soccer and have pizza.
Not the only person showing up, but like there's like 2 or 3 kids that didn't show up. Mm. But we don't give a shit or care about any of the other kids on the team.
I guess.
It was the 2 kids that don't show up had speaking lines and her.
Okay. And that's really it though.
Well, he has a conversation with Andy afterwards where he's like, I'm trying to be a nice guy or whatever. And she's like, you are a nice guy and you're great with kids and you're a good person and everything. And he goes, every time people look at me, they see something awful.
That's gotta feel awful.
And that's what he says. Do you know what that feels like or whatever? And it really sounds like I get suicide vibes from him.
Do you?
I do. And I'm worried for Jack.
I mean, I'm worried for him. I don't know that I got suicide vibes, but I guess we'll have to see.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll have to see. We're on suicide watch now for Jack.
Andy, get on it.
They have a history of mental problems in their family. So
That is true.
Just saying.
All right. Dawson or Joey?
Let's do...
Both good ones.
I know. I guess Dawson?
Okay. So the episode actually starts out at the restaurant where
Are we folding in the parent storyline with Dawson?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is there another storyline that has to do with Dawson?
No, I mean, he's heavily involved. For some reason, he's heavily involved in the storyline, but, yeah.
So we start out at... What?
Just you're dismissive. Yeah. Shut the fuck up and let me talk.
He doesn't have his own life. Just saying.
I thought you were talking to the audience for a second. About me.
No. So, okay. Gail, his mom, has been throwing up all day, and so immediately know.
Yeah, of course. As soon as a woman's throwing up on television, she's pregnant.
Right. Immediately. It's like, okay, so that's what's happening. Now,
Women throw up for no other reason in TV than pregnancy.
Now, like, her and Mitch are in their 40s. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Just like, it's crazy to be
It's crazy to be in your 40s.
to be pregnant in your 40s.
To be that old.
That's got to be awful.
Well, pregnant in your 40s, sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My mom was 35 when I was born. So she must have been, she was 34 when she got pregnant with me. And that was, I mean, this was a while ago, obviously. This was, like at least, I don't know, 15 or a different number of years ago when I was born. And that was considered a geriatric pregnancy then.
Yeah, it still is.
So
35 is a geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah.
And I spoke to a woman the other day, though, who had a baby at 40. So it
happens. It happened. I think I read an article or something about a woman that had a baby at like 50.
Oh.
Like that was the sound the woman made as her hips cracked when the baby was born.
Oh my god.
Seriously, that side just said hip pain to me.
It was just it's just like my heart broke for a little bit. That's so awful. Anyway. The waitress, Pacey's sister.
Yeah, Pacey's hot sister.
She says to Dawson and his dad, like, she's been moody, throwing up, still hungry, complaining about her back hurting. Come on, guys, connect the dots.
Sounds like she'll feel better in 9 months.
Right. And it's just hilarious that it took another woman to like clue them in, and they're both just standing there like with their mouths like gaping, like, oh. But you figured it out right away. So I mean, like, they're trying to make dudes look stupid about this stuff, but they're not. They're not always, anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So then we flash forward to Gail taking a pregnancy test, and Mitch and Dawson hanging out outside the room. What the fuck is wrong with this family? Like, why?
They're entirely too close.
Yeah, why is this teenage boy part of this?
I'm surprised he wasn't there when the baby was conceived.
Right? That's disgusting, but still. And she comes out.
She says it's pink. That means it's a girl.
Apparently pink means positive. I don't know what kind of weird-ass pregnancy test they use.
Pink and blue.
See, I've never seen a pregnancy test like that.
I think Clear Blue Easy, I think it is, or something like that. I don't know.
Have you taken a pregnancy test like this?
No, but I've seen the commercials.
But have you seen a pregnancy test?
No, I've never seen a pregnancy test be pink or blue, no.
No, neither have I. They're usually like a plus or a minus sign.
But I thought the Clear Blue Easy one is blue or pink.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway.
There's a bunch of different kinds. Maybe they're not allowed legally to say plus or minus on TV.
Maybe. But yeah, so she's like, oh, I'm pregnant. And Mitch was so excited.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's wonderful. And he's like hugging her. And
first things first, we got to go to the doctor and confirm the pregnancy. And then we'll, do this and do that. And she's like,
yeah. And she's looking like panicked over his shoulder at Dawson, who's also looking like, oh no, like Mitch was the only one happy.
Yeah, Dawson also looks like, what the fuck? I have to share my toys?
And Mitch is like, don't you have something to say to your mother? Like,
good job, Mom.
He says congratulations.
He does. And then he leaves to go paint that fucking asshole's house.
When did this happen? I don't remember this conversation.
It didn't.
Okay.
There was no conversation. It's just that like they did a previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but it was Joey's voice. So it was last time on Dawson's Creek. I can't do a Joy.
No, that was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
And it shows the guy, right? And it's like, my boat's ruined, you piece of shit.
So yeah, a few episodes when Pacey almost died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently they made some deal where he's gonna paint the dude's house.
Yeah. So Dawson goes.
And I guess the guy is an award-winning photographer or something, fucking Ansel Adams or whatever over here. Because he comes out and he's like, as Dawson's painting the thing, and he's like, "Wow, you do some photography." And Dawson's like, "Can you not touch my personal belongings?" He's like, "Fuck you." And he looks at him and he's like, "This sucks. Trite, horrible composition. You're awful."
This guy is just such a tool.
He really is.
But yeah, all he does is shit on his work and insults him the whole time. Like his photography, his painting, he has nothing nice to say.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the meantime, Mitch and Gail,
yes,
are talking, and they've gone to the doctor, and she's like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, basically she's like, "Hey, have you ever considered maybe I won't be pregnant in a couple days?"
Right.
Because she's like, we're in debt because of the restaurant. I shouldn't say that, but I assume it's because of the restaurant.
That would make sense.
We're in debt, and we're trying to send a kid to college, and we've got all this other stuff going on, and we're old, and
we just got back together.
Yeah. And he's like, "What? But no."
Yeah. Yeah, he just looks so, like, stricken and sad the whole time. Like, this is the worst thing in the world.
I'm kind of upset with them. Like, I get... So, I don't know what order we want to talk about this in. But later, Mitch comes to Dawson's room. Because they tell Dawson about it, and Dawson's like, what the fuck? Like, Dawson almost, like points at his mom and is like, "Witch!"
Right?
I mean, it feels very much like he's standing at the pulpit, like... how dare you sin against God? And Mitch comes in to like have a conversation with him or whatever, and he's like, "What the fuck, Dad? Like you're cool with this or whatever?" And he's like, "Look, I don't know." He's like, "But I don't know exactly how I feel about it, but it's your mom's body and her decision, and I'm good with that." And that's like the right thing to say. Mm-hmm. But I wish that they were a little more supportive too, because like I get it's a difficult situation if one person wants to have an abortion and the other person doesn't.
Sure.
But like you have to, it's never like, it's almost never, in my opinion, and I don't know because I've never had an abortion and I can't get pregnant because I'm not a woman. So, I'm ignorant about the situation, but I would say for the most part, it's never like an easy decision for a woman. There's like emotions and guilt and a bunch of shit all wrapped up in it. And it's hard enough of a decision to make if people are like it's hard enough a decision to make if everything's perfect, let alone people like second guessing you and making you feel even more guilty and shit.
Yeah.
Like I think they should keep that in mind when talking to her.
And I guess we kind of skipped something too, though, because before they even talked to Dawson about the possibility of terminating the pregnancy, he talks to Pacey's hot sister.
No,
Yes.
This is after.
Before they talk to him about this, he talks to Pacey's sister, and she points out, like, I wonder how your mom's feeling.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I love how you're giving me the fucking dead evil eyes. Trying to silence me. I know what the fuck I'm...
Silence! It's a witch! Okay.
Anyway.
This conversation, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I wonder how your mom's feeling. She's the one who's pregnant. She's the one who doesn't have the money. Because, like, Dawson's listing all the reasons why he thinks it's a bad idea. And she's like, but she's the one going through it.
Yeah.
And so, like, he already had that bit of information, that like, perspective, and was trying to come back to her being more supportive. And that is when they told him. Yeah. That they're actually not going to have the baby.
And she goes through like a list of stuff, because she's like, she talks about, like, you know, all the mistakes that she's made and stuff like that and everything, and all the, like, the financial reasons and her age reasons. And she's like, and I fucking was not a great mother, and I disappointed you in, like, every way you could. Like, I ripped our family apart, and I did this and I did that and everything, and I can't go through that again.
And, like, all the reasons that she had up to that point, I think, were valid, but that's really not a good reason.
Well, and that's the one they address at the end. But yeah, so at the end of the episode, Dawson's like, look, you know, it's actually pretty emotional, the whole scene. But Dawson's like, look, you gave all these reasons, but I think you need to have this information before you make your final decision. And he's like, you were a great mom. And he, you know, goes through this whole speech about what a great mother she was and stuff.
Yeah, it's very touching. Before he had that conversation, he had another conversation with Pacey's hot sister.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he got the impression, apparently from the first conversation, that she had been pregnant before.
Yeah, I don't know how he figured this out.
Just because she was expressing empathy for his mom, maybe, but that seems like a big stretch.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he says to her, I get the feeling that you have been through this.
The abortion thing.
Yeah, he's like, I'm having a really hard time wrapping my brain around it, and I thought maybe you could help me.
Yeah.
And so then she admits that she was pregnant and that she had thought about having an abortion, but then she had a miscarriage.
Yeah.
So, like, are we doing that to make her more sympathetic?
I guess.
I mean, apparently, it seems like they are against abortion very much in the background.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Kevin Williamson is like, but this is definitely not the Maude episode, the Maude abortion episode.
Maude.
Yeah, the TV show Maude.
Oh, I don't know what you're referencing.
You don't know Maude?
No.
And then there was Maude.
That does not help me. I don't know what you're talking about.
B. Arthur was the star of a television program in the 1970s called Maude, where she was like a sassy, like hard talking, like stand up kind of. She was a strong feminist icon.
And she had an abortion?
Yes, there was an episode where she's married in the show, and there's an episode, and she's older too. There's an episode where she gets, and they did, like, Norman Mailer created the show, or not Norman Mailer, fuck's his name? The one who did, like, All in the Family and One Day at a Time, those shows. I can't think of his name, but maybe it is Norman Mailer. No, Norman Mailer's the fucking playwright, right?
I don't
anyway,
know.
So.
You're losing me, hon.
So anyway, he created the show, and, like, he was a big, like, kind of liberal sort of, like, let's break ground kind of person. And they wrote this episode specifically, she gets pregnant, so they can talk about abortion. This is before Roe v. Wade.
Oh, wow.
I believe.
Okay.
Like, shortly before Roe v. Wade. Because they started making abortion legal in different states before Roe v. Wade went to the Supreme Court. And so it was a very, like, controversial episode and stuff like that. But she takes this bold stand of, like, it's her body, it's her choice, like, kind of thing. And the show is very much on the side of Maude, like, it's her decision kind of thing. And it does not present that in any way.
No, they're very much towing the line.
Yep.
But yeah, so he talks to the sister, then goes back again to the mom, and
that's when he gives the big speech. Yeah.
But he, as you pointed out, does not end it with, "But I'm okay if you have an abortion." So I mean,
that's what I said. He should have ended that speech with, "Now that being said, I'm still okay if you decide to have an abortion."
But it just kind of ends with him being like, "You're a great mom."
Mm-hmm.
It kind of feels like emotional manipulation.
Yeah, it does a little bit. And like I said, it's a good speech, and I liked it. But there should be the other shoe, because the arc for his character in the episode should be the acceptance of the idea. Mm-hmm. If we're being, whatever, liberal. I mean, if you guys are out there and like abortion's murder or whatever, then I guess you watch this. But which I mean.
But
it's a valid argument.
And then the other storyline is also about sex and the other side of pregnancy, preventing it.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about now Joey and Pacey.
What's weird is just real quick before we get to Joey and Pacey. Mm-hmm. What's weird is they John Wesley Shipp, TV's The Flash, says to Dawson, "We tried for 3 years to get pregnant with you. And we thought we couldn't or whatever, and then finally we had you. And then we tried for 5 years after. So it must be very difficult for her to get pregnant.
Yeah. Which I'm sure makes it a lot harder to make a decision to get rid of a pregnancy when she tried so hard to get one.
Yeah. But it's kind of like that time has passed,
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that was just weird to me. Like, I don't know. A weird thing to throw in there.
It is.
Because I guess it's the excuse of like, maybe that's to diffuse like they're using abortion as like birth control. Like, oh, you're responsible because you didn't use birth control and stuff like that, and like you're just using abortion as birth control. But maybe that's like to like short circuit that argument, because it's like, oh, we've tried for years and like we haven't gotten pregnant. So
yeah, they probably haven't used birth control at all,
because
they were always trying to have babies.
Yeah.
And then just gave up.
But anyway, so speaking about not trying to have babies.
Right. So now we've got Joey and Pacey are making out hardcore on the deck at his house.
Yeah, at her house, I thought
it was his house.
That could be.
Because, he lives with his sister. So they're not making out at the bed and breakfast.
That's right. You're right.
She pretty much only has her bedroom as a space there, and everywhere else it's like shared space. I would hate that.
Yeah, that's true. She does have a boyfriend that has his own place. I mean, he shares it with his sister, but...
I mean, they spent 3 months on a boat, and now he has his own place. Like, of course they're going to have sex. But anyway.
Realistically, they should have already had sex.
Right. They are making out, and then he pulls away, and he's like, okay, let's go inside. Mm-hmm. She's like, what? And he's like, every single day, we make out, and then you stop us, and we go watch TV. He's like, today, I'm going to stop us.
I will say, as a guy, I relate to this.
Okay.
Because it's... Sometimes you feel powerless. When you're in a situation, now I'm not in a situation like that anymore because we're married, but when you're in a situation where you're younger and you're dating someone and you're not having sex yet, or you're both still virgins or whatever, the guy is always trying to, well, at least most guys, I think, is always trying to get to the sex, right? Like, making out's fun and all that stuff. But, like, guys are goal-orientated, and it's like, get to the goal, get to the goal, get to the goal. And because of that, the girls are the ones that stop things, right? And it makes you feel powerless a lot of times as a guy, because it's like the girls are always the one saying, okay, we're done now. Like, we're stopping now. Like... So I get what he's saying. I get the point.
That's a lot of responsibility on the girls to have to always be like looking out and saying stop and having to be like responsible. So
I'm just saying that's how it usually happens.
Well, it's just, I mean, it sounds like you're just feeling like sorry for the dudes because, because the women have all the power and they call the shots. And, it's not an easy role to be in, the driver's seat of whether or not you're going to have sex.
I'm not saying it is. Apparently, you're speaking from the front seat of the car, and I'm speaking from the back seat of the car. Because you're the driver.
Not anymore.
No, but I'm saying like when you're speaking from that perspective when you were younger.
Yeah. And I didn't feel like the driver anyway, but I'm just saying like the situation that you're talking about.
But what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that's not a hard role either. I'm saying I can relate to him though. I can relate to the feeling of like, you know what? I'm gonna say no once.
Mm-hmm. So he does that, and she's like a little thrown or whatever, and then
and all of a sudden, yeah, she's feeling very paranoid.
Paranoid.
She's feeling paranoid.
Explain to me paranoid.
You don't know what the word paranoid means?
I know what the word paranoid means. I don't know what you mean in this context. I don't remember her saying she's paranoid.
She's paranoid that he is like really wanting to have sex or whatever. Like he's pushing the thing.
She's
like,
right.
Mad. But she uses the word paranoid later.
All right. She talks to Jen about it, and she says that she thinks that Pacey's getting like frustrated or impatient or whatever. And Jen says, in New York, it was like a rite of passage that every girl would make an appointment at the free clinic and get on birth control and, get checked out. And so Joey decides to do that, which I think it's hilarious that there's supposed to be a free sex clinic in Cape Side that,
this rich community.
But yeah, so that's what she does. She goes, and this was a weird encounter.
Yeah.
The lady's very like aggressive in her questions.
But I saw her as like, I mean, it's hard to imagine because Katie Holmes is very attractive and clearly over 18. But she's supposed to be 17. And I pictured that when the clinic lady was talking. Because I was picturing like, well, yeah, if you're the adult at a free clinic and you see this underage girl come in talking about birth control and stuff like that, I get it. I get feeling motherly and being like, now listen, there's lots of stuff you need to know because they're like, these are big decisions, like I get that.
Yeah. But when she's going through her questions on her form before she gets to the motherly nice part, she's just like, are you sexually active? Have you ever, done this? Have you ever done that? Like, I don't know.
Are you aware that there's a chlamydia outbreak?
Right. Like all this shit that like scared the fuck out of her. But then she like realizes she's scaring her. She's like, no, I mean, sex is fun and it can be wonderful. She reins it back in.
Yeah.
But either way, Joey leaves with a bag of condoms and information on all kinds of different birth control. And she has a appointment for a pelvic exam next week.
Yeah. Good for her.
They mentioned specifically Depo-Provera. Did Depo-Provera fucking pay for that? That's a birth control shot. It just seems weird to me that they mention it by name.
I don't remember them saying Depo-Provera.
Because they did. And
I believe you. I just don't remember it.
And the condoms, they were Durex. I feel like there's a lot of like product. That was definite product placement.
Durex was 100% product placement. Yeah, I guess Depo-Provera, I don't know who manufactures it.
But let me tell you something about Depo, ladies. I got the Depo shot once, and it's supposed to make you not have a period. I bled. You get it every 3 months. I bled for 3 months.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for 3 months.
Wow.
I never stopped. It did the exact opposite.
Interesting.
And apparently that's not entirely uncommon. So just, when you roll the dice, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Anyway.
When you roll your D20.
Joey has hidden her condom stash in her room.
In her drawer, like not the slickest place to hide them.
She has a sister as a guardian. I wouldn't imagine she'd go snooping.
That's true.
Which was
she really doesn't know.
I mean, it's an accent.
She's putting away laundry because she's done laundry. And I guess it's her underwear drawer or whatever, but she's putting stuff away in there. And she's like, oh.
Yeah, she
Durex.
sees the condoms. And then Joey catches
ribbed
her.
For Pacey and...
It's ribbed for her pleasure.
I'm trying to think of her name. Joey's pleasure.
There you go. Anyway. Bessie doesn't say anything to her then when it would have been appropriate.
No. Instead, she waits till the fucking dinner.
In front of all their bed and breakfast guests.
Yeah. Fucked up.
Insane. I can't believe they had this conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they get in a huge fight because Bessie's basically like calling her out about the birth control in front of everybody.
And then the guy, Bessie's husband,
Bo
I
or
guess?
something?
I don't remember. The father of her child. I think they're married, but maybe they're not.
I don't think they are married. I don't remember there being a wedding. They weren't married to begin with, for sure.
The one that went roboing to New York in the first episode and didn't come back till season 3. Anyway, he...
Bodhi,
yeah. He's like, hey, let's talk. And she's like, well, she gives the whole thing of like, I felt like maybe I was ready, and then I felt like maybe I should get prepared to be ready. And then I was feeling ready, and then I was feeling not ready, and then now I don't know. And he's like, look, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you're not ready to be prepared to have sex, then maybe you're not ready to have sex.
right? Yeah, I mean, there's people who say shit like that all the time, or like, if you're not ready to talk about it, you're not ready to have it, or, there's always these different little sayings, but is anybody really, 100% comfortable going into losing their virginity? No.
Yeah, it kind of just happens when it happens.
Yeah. But
you should put, I think in general, teens should put more thought into sex and losing their virginity. But I think teens on TV need to put less thought into it.
Right.
Because they way overthink it on television.
But Joey does tell Pacey that she got the condoms.
Well, because he stops her again, and she's like, okay, let's watch TV. And he's like, what? Because he wanted her to be like, no. Like, that's the reaction he wanted, because he's being passive-aggressive.
Yeah. So that's what sparks him to have an actual conversation. And she tells him, don't keep playing games with me, or I'll be walking out the door. Yeah. And I don't blame her. That is really manipulative.
Oh, 100%.
But you're, totally oh, I would do that, though. I totally get it.
No, all I'm saying is that I get the urge to be like, I'm going to be the one that stops it this time. Not for a manipulation reason, not to make the girl feel paranoid or oh my God, is he going to leave me because I'm not having sex with him, but just so you can take some control and autonomy of the situation for once. That's all.
But she does allude at the end of the conversation that they're doing stuff.
Well, kind of. I mean, they PG it up because she's like, there's other stuff we can do. And he's like what? And she goes to whisper in his ear, and she's like, I could kiss you or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I mean, blowjob is what they should be saying.
I assume that's what they're saying, but it's, primetime television, so.
So you think she gave him blowjobs on the boat?
Probably. Yeah. Yes. I think 100% that had to have happened.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how 3 months would go. I mean, it's not like he had a bathroom to go hide in either. Maybe there's a bathroom in there. I
assume there's a bathroom on the boat, yeah.
I guess he could have been going to the bathroom and take care of himself, but I feel like stuff happened.
It had to have. It's laying next to Katie Holmes every night.
Right.
But yeah, so will they or won't they have sex?
I'm sure they'll have sex eventually.
We're getting there. They're addressing that. Dawson's mom, will she have an abortion? Dawson's falling in love with Pacey's hot sister, I think.
Oh yeah, the pictures. The old cranky dude said that he took one good picture and that's who it was of. He's like, it's the only picture you've had an emotional connection with. I don't get photography, I guess. I get some pictures, you look at them, you feel things like paintings. I don't understand how you can tell the photographer had an emotional connection with it.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much about photography either, so I don't know. But yeah, he will they get together?
I sincerely hope not.
Okay.
I actually like them and they have good chemistry, but she's Pacey's sister and she's older than him by several years.
Yeah. Well, I think she says 22, but
yeah, and he's so 17 or 18.
5 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Will Jack kill himself? That's another question.
So we're ending the podcast like it's an episode of soap.
What's that mean? What's that? What is that?
So we're ending the tape like this is an episode of soap.
And then will Jason surface and kill some of the residents of Cape Side?
Tune in next week to find out.
All right, well, that's the episode. Oh, wait. I would give this episode 4 condoms.
Oh, yeah.
I can't go 5 because 5 would have to be like, that's like people are actually having sex.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of angst, so I'm going for four full condoms.
Agreed. This was the horniest episode they've had in quite a while.
But that is the episode for the week. Carol, tell people where they can find their own Durex condoms.
You can write us at latefee1994@aol.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yep.
And share the tapes with your friends.
Next time, bye.
Bye.